Hola todos, bienvenidos. In this video, you want to play peekaboo? Peekaboo. In this video, I want to share my 2021 language goals along with the 5 steps you can follow to create your own and how my daughter will be learning 3 different languages this year. I'm a native English speaker, también hablo español, ya halua puhuan suomea. Soy Darlene, aka Dars. Here on this channel, you'll learn Spanish, all about Nicaragua, and ways to stretch your comfort zone and why you should. If you're interested in this type of content, consider subscribing and let's get into the video. So I have 2 big language goals this year, and as a result of sharing the first one, I hope to inspire the second. The number 1 is improve my Finnish, which is very vague in general, pero cuando hablo sobre these 5 steps, I'll come up with something more specific at the end. And number 2 is help 100 people gain confidence in their target language, which most likely will be English or Spanish. So let's start with the first one, and I'll go over my 5-step plan, and you can follow along as well if you are working on improving a language. Think about areas of language that you are happy with and unhappy with, y escribe una lista of things that you could improve upon. This could be speaking, writing, reading, listening comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, spelling, conjugation. For me, the biggest things will be vocabulary, listening comprehension, and speaking. For every area you want to work on, write down something you could do to improve in that area. For the area of writing, for example, that might be something like write texts or lists or write social media posts, write a letter. For reading, some examples might be follow somebody on social media where you could read their captions in your target language, leer y seguir recetas, or get some books in your target language. Any of those things work. For me, I've been using an app called Mondly that gives me daily exercises, and I'll link that down below. So that gives me new vocabulary, it gives me writing practice, reading practice, and has like a little bit of each part of language involved in each daily exercise. But an app cannot make me speak. And as for listening comprehension, beyond using the app, I also listen to music in Finnish. And while I listen, I do my best to pick out words that I know. I also sometimes use lyricstranslate.com, which I'll also link below, and that is good for following along with the lyrics on paper or on your phone, you know, while you listen to the song, and then that just helps your ears connect to words better, and then it helps you understand more in the future. And the very biggest thing I need to work on, especially for the sake of my daughter so that she can learn as well, is speaking. Haluatko lukea kirja? Okay. Missä on kirja? Kirja. Haluatko lukea? Okay.
Wow.
Finnish is the language of my roots. My great-grandparents came from Finland to live in the US, and so I'm a 3rd generation Finn to have grown up in the US. Sadly, the language did not get passed down, but yo quiero aprenderlo. So here we are. I already do screen time with her in Finnish, and so that's a start, but I do need to be using more words with her in Finnish for sure. I'm gonna start with a couple key phrases that I already use in English quite a bit with her and Spanish. So things like, do you want milk? She doesn't hear me. Are you hungry? Are you tired? Easy phrases like that.
Where's your water?
Where's your water? I always ask her that. Missä on water? Missä on...
Where's your water, honey?
And I am thinking about doing a more in-depth video on like her progress in languages and that, but I think that will be a little further down the line when she actually speaks a bit more. So comment down below if you would be interested in that. What's something you can do todos los días that would help you just in a baby step to get a little bit further down that path to fluency. Think in very, very small terms so that your habit will stick more easily. For example, if you were to learn 2 words a day for a month, you would be so much better off than if you just learned 60 new words in one day. I am going to keep a daily habit of at least 1 Finnish exercise from the Mondly app that I'm using. It only takes a few minutes and I'll be doing that minimum of 5 days a week. Like, let's be real here. Sometimes we forget. Let's give ourselves a little grace, you know? So if I hit 5 days of Finnish per week, I am doing great. Also, I want to use at least 1 phrase per day with my daughter in Finnish, like actually speaking. Missä on vatsa? Vatsa. Missä on pää? You can make a habit tracker that you tape to your fridge or somewhere that you'll see it every day. Somewhere that might also remind you to do the habit, and then you'll mark every date that you do the habit on your tracker. Si estás usando a language learning app, usually they have some sort of tracker on there, like mine has like a calendar and it fills in every day that I've done Finnish. Another thing that works well for some people, especially for me, is outside accountability. So if accountability partners work for you, I can be your accountability partner. Message me on Instagram at Dars Rojas and we can set something up between us, or you can message a friend or talk to someone else to help you stay on track. Having someone outside of myself who helps me to stay accountable and on track is very big for me, which is why I decided to share this goal with you all. Check in on me in a few months and see how I'm doing. Because when I first started learning Finnish, when I decided like I want to try this, I was like, I'm not gonna tell anybody, because then if I fail, I don't have to feel stupid about having failed. Then I wouldn't have to deal with anyone else thinking badly of me, like, oh, she didn't complete this goal or reach this thing. No un buen plan. And as for my second goal of helping 100 people gain their confidence in their target language,
Hi.
I have a plan for tracking it. I've created a note in Evernote, which I can access wherever I am on my phone or somebody else's internet or whatever on my computer. And it is titled, Help 100 People Gain Confidence in Their Target Language. There are 100 checkboxes, and every time I help somebody, I will check off a box. So this will be if somebody comments on a video or on my other social media saying that I'm helping them or have helped them in some way with their language, or when I get DMs on Instagram, or when I tutor somebody, or if a client hires me to help them out on their journey. I'm not just gonna go checking boxes every day just because. Say, look at my glove. Mira mi guante. Oh. If you want to be one of these people receiving my help, you can reach out any way you like. If you've never read the book Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg, I highly recommend it. It goes more into depth about building small habits into your life and how to keep them going and growing over time. In El Libro, he says that celebrating a new habit really helps to solidify that habit into your daily routine. So celebrate! Once you finish your habit each day, do a happy dance, or do a fist pump, or give yourself a round of applause. Find something that really works for you and makes you feel good and like you did a good job, because you did. Gracias por ver. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give a thumbs up if you did. I hope you learned something, and comment down below a small habit that you're going to implement this week or month or the entire year. We'll see you next time. Bye. You gonna say hola? I want to share my 2020. Soy Darlene, aka Dars, on this channel. From that, find something that really works for you and find 100 checkbox.